What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Psybient, and we're back with a very special tune. I mentioned the name Green Beats in my last reaction of Psybient, which was to Ashnaya's Vimana Space Travel. Green Beats, it's a duo from Barcelona, Victor and Javier, and basically, I don't know for sure if they run New Tech Chill, but that label is from Barcelona, like Green Beats. And Green Beats either is the DJ or are the DJ of the compilations or the organizers, the compilers of the compilations, and they're all over the label. So my suspicion is that they are behind the label New Tech Chill, though I don't know that for sure. But this tune, Insomni, is just an unbelievable track. One of my very favorites in the more acidic, more energetic end of the down-tempo Psybient spectrum. This is definitely a tune that I would use that specific label, which I love, acid-psybient. I think this is very much an acid-psybient tune. But seriously, it's one of my very favorites. And I remember the first mix that I used this in, when I tried to post it on YouTube to put it in my ambient excursion series, it got blocked. Now, it got blocked for a different tune, so I was eventually able to edit out that other tune from the mix, which is a pain in the butt. Once you make a mix, it's the mix, and then when YouTube is all the other tunes are fine, but there's one right in the middle of the mix that we won't let the video be public if it's in there. So then it's I had to use audio editing software to chop out that track and try to put the two, it was, it's not ideal. But bottom line, I was happy that I eventually was able to work around the YouTube algorithms, because I eventually posted the mix, which is called Voyagers, or is it The Voyagers? It's either, I think it's just Voyagers. But basically it's a little bit shorter than my normal Psybient ambient excursion mixes, because I had to cut out a tune. But it starts now with Insomni, or not it starts now, but yeah, basically that mix starts with Insomni, and bottom line, when I first heard this, it's another tune that just set my brain on fire. It has this very we're going on a dark and dangerous voyage feel, it goes, which again is maybe why I chose to use it in a mix where I was putting in samples that relate to the Voyager's probes, because it feels like we're going into some uncharted territory of space. It feels like we're going to try to go through a black hole and see if it's a wormhole. It feels like we're on a journey, but it's potentially dangerous and very acidic. So I won't set it up more. This is Green Beats. The tune is called Insomni, and it's from their 2015 album The Moon Antidote, which is on, as I said, I think, their label New Tech Chill. Ocean at night, whether that's a terrestrial ocean or a celestial one. It's percussive but also melodic. bit of menace, a bit ominous. Who are you who trespass here?
It's just electrical messenger, I guess.
I couldn't believe this part when I first heard it. Layer with the methodical, relentless bass. I love that, like random vocal echoed sample. The acid grit. Headlong into a black hole with no knowledge of what will happen. The acid just scorching the sky. Much more energetic and driving than some other downtempo I've been listening to lately, like an eagle sound, the acid growling, now a little more subtly, but acid back to the kind of gurgling fog quality, and now with this new melodic, like, right layer on top of everything. That comes in at that really pivotal moment. It does a lot for the tune. terrestrial storm again. Basically made a quick round trip around the cosmos, or at least the galaxy. You know, it's funny. I'm thinking like of the next tune that comes in the Voyager's mix, and like there should already be a layer of that. It's funny though, like whether you buy an album, and so like you hear the album in order, and over time the ending of one song cues in your mind the beginning of the next. When you make mixes, the same kind of thing happens. Now maybe I don't remember all my mixes equally well as I've been talking about, but it's weird how like now the end of this track is linked to another track in my brain by a different artist. Sweet Journey. I really do enjoy that one. It's definitely got a bit more of an energetic, like a heavier sound than some of the Psybient I've been reacting to. But in a bit more of like an electronic futuristic sound. Some of the Psybient I've been reacting to has a more like, I don't know, like folk or like kind of tribal influence sound, or at least like you know, some natural instruments in there. That feels, you know, more synthetic. That feels more, you know, 22nd century or something. It feels more futuristic. So yeah, I do think it's a slightly different flavor of Psybient. But you know, not only do I have room in my brain for all different genres, but you know, especially Psybient and ambient, like true ambient, I'm also down with. Chill out, chill aggressive. And a lot of these artists that, you know, make downtempo and Psybient, they also make like slower progressive trance, which again, it's like downtempo, slower progressive trance. It's kind of a Venn diagram or like a blurry border between those two. So sometimes the people who make this kind of stuff will be referred to as like progressive trance artists, but a lot of it is like slow enough that you could call it downtempo, Psybient, and so on. But yeah, once again, shout out to Green Beats. Really fantastic tune. I do enjoy a number of their other tracks. A few of their other tracks I've used in mixes over the years, and you know, if I know, again, Insomni is already in one mix that I have up on my playlist for Ambient Excursion, and again, there are like multiple hundred more of those mixes to come, so I have no doubt there will be some other Green Beats either that are already up in some of the mixes now or will be eventually. But yeah, tell me what you think about the tune. Let me know if you're enjoying this journey through the Psybient catalog, because there's so much more to come. Once I think of a playlist, it's always like, oh my god, I should be reacting to this kind of music, and then I get very excited about it. But this one is particularly special. As I said, I like lots of different music, but Psybient is very near and dear to me. So do let me know what you think of this tune. I will see you next time. Peace. The train loved it, man.